What's going guys, it's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So Demon Hunter has another PvE option in Pant for DPS setup, and that is the Inf8 Pant, which is MANRYMARK. And what it does is spinning chakram also applies a chakram mark for 3 seconds when hits an enemy. When marked enemies are hit 3 times, they are dealt 16,000 additional damage. Cannot trigger more often than once every 0.5 second to the same enemy. So that is that. I'm going to test this for PvE and see if it could break the record of Cough Unrelenting Fury for my DPS setup, because what it does is during vengeance every 2 primary attacks will cause you to launch one additional rocket that deals 9,000 damage to a nearby target. Damage increased by 90%. Also vengeance cooldown is reduced by 10%. So this one is actually giving you rocket damage and 10% cooldown on your vengeance if you have an awakened slot. So we're going to do a 30-second test here real quick. And alright, it just triggered that Malaka attack. Useless piece of shit familiar. Good for nothing. Well, it's good for giving me savior, but other than that, no, it is not good for anything because I did not end up spending a lot. So we're going to remove that, and now this is where I am standing, and we're going to test for 30 seconds what's the damage output that we are going to grab in 30 seconds. Then we are going to test that versus the new Pant. So far my damage output seems to be looking somewhat nice. Running out of stripped energy already many times now. And voila. And 339 is what we got here. Alright. 339 million damage in about 30 seconds. 339 if I remember that. So I'll try to remember that 339. So it is activating, and this one is giving 90% spinning chakram damage and 10% more damage on a awakened slot. So now I am losing a second or two on my cooldown on my vengeance, which means the reactivation of vengeance is going to be slower now. So this is going to be interesting if we could beat 339 million. But when we go down here, it does show that it is actually working here. Where is it? Yeah, it is working. So let's see how this one actually goes if we could beat 339 million. You guys be wondering, GZ, why aren't you testing this Pant in PvP? I will tell you guys the reason for that. But first, let's check this one out here. I want to see if we could beat 339. Oh wow, okay. Actually, we pretty much hit the same damage mark. 339, pretty much the same damage output with this. So we're not getting more damage, but we are definitely getting another option here with the chakram, just so if Demon Hunter doesn't want to have the vengeance on their build setup, maybe in future, then we could keep chakram and work around chakram builds. So that is good. That is good. I was actually hoping for a higher damage output, but it did not happen because I guess we were losing some and gaining some, and it pretty much gave us the same result. If only vengeance could have had stayed active for the same duration with the less cooldown, then our damage would have been better, but we lost that and also a rocket, but did manage to add the mark here with the chakram. So that's why damage output was somewhat balance. Makes sense. So now, why I do not want to test this in PvE? The reason is Demon Hunter definitely need jabs of the acrobat right now, so you could break free from total loss of control. And I already have showed you guys the new shoulder, the new helmet, how it is. And no, compared to best discretion and escalating violence and chap of the acrobat Essen, which is a Pant, I think this is why I would say that MANRYMARK is designed pretty much for PvE, giving Demon Hunter a option so they can actually in future maybe ditch vengeance and add something else and keep a nice damage output there, but it's a long shot. Overall, MANRYMARK is a good addition, but as of now really doesn't bring anything new for for a class as a whole. We are pretty much going to be stuck with the same build, at least for PvE. I am using the same build for the longest time, and I don't think I'll be using this Pant. I'm just going to keep the where is it? Where is it? Cough's Unrelenting Fury, and I think that is good enough for me because I like a lower cooldown on my vengeance. And launching additional rockets, look, that is actually nice how many rockets I am launching, and the range on them is not actually bad. Although yeah, it does pick random targets, but I think I do prefer this because I have more cooldown on vengeance. But if you do not have the cooldown issue on the vengeance, then go with the newer Pant, and that way your damage output is actually going to be higher. For me, I have not hit the cap on my vengeance without this Pant, so I do actually need it. But anyways, this pen is good. Not this one. I mean, this is already good, I know. But the Inferno 8 pen is actually already good. And if you guys have tried some build setup, do let me know in the comment section. I might give it a try, and I will also look into some option, since now that I have gathered all the Inferno 8 essences, I am going to look into couple of build option and see what we can come up with and show it to you guys. And yes, you guys did ask me that, GZ, if there are possibility to bring a new farming builds, then please do. So I will try to do that as well. But this is it for the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope it helps. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.